So, welcome. Hi, everyone. This is the amazing SJ, who I am just going to let her take it away and tell us tell us all about who SJ is and her amazing business. And she'll probably show you her amazing office today as well. So, take it away, SJ.
I'm SJ. I'm the founder of Girls Get Out There NZ. Didn't realise this was going to be a video situation. I would have put some makeup on. I'm just sitting in my office at the beach, and I'll give you a bit of a look.
That's amazing.
So as you can tell, I'm a stand-up paddleboard coach, and I specialise in teaching women how to stand up paddleboard. Hello. So the idea of setting up Girls Get Out There was to encourage women to get off the couch and get out on the water. If paddleboarding's not your jam, it's just encouraging you to do anything like hiking, biking, walking, just getting out there basically. Too many of us are sort of sitting on the couch, going through stuff in our lives, and it's just an amazing experience to be on the water. And I felt that when I was going through some tough times in my life, that getting out on the water just sort of helped me get some clarity around what was going on. And also I've met a lot of friends and other women who've had some mental and physical health benefits from stand-up paddleboarding, and I just want to share it with more and more women out there.
Amazing.
It's been an amazing journey.
And she's also very one of New Zealand's most trained and holds the most accolades of any instructor in New Zealand and the world. She has world instructor level, and is very passionate about making sure people are safe on the water as well. And so, I didn't go down to the beach without a leash or a PFD.
Yeah, you won't be coming out with me, that's for sure.
That's for sure.
So in New Zealand, it's a requirement to wear a life jacket or a personal flotation device, a PFD. You do get fined by the harbour master, and it just makes sense to wear a leash. If you didn't wear a leash, you fall off your board. If you become detached from your board, are you going to be able to swim up to it? So I do teach people also towing and rescue techniques, but that's all the sort of the safety side. There's a lot of fun stuff that we do as well. We do lots of once you feel confident in the water and got your technique right by doing a SUP intro session, we do lots of tours, and we do a paddle to the pub. In New Zealand, we've got this nice historical pub called Puhoi. It's a Puhoi pub, so we do a distance paddle up there. So we have a nice day out, have some lunch, paddle back with the outgoing tide, and have heaps of fun.
Yeah. So what were your challenges when you first came to me? And SJ's done 2 rounds of mentorship and coaching with me and a VIP day as well. So what were your challenges when you first started out?
As I recall, it was, I guess, hiding back in the shadows and not wanting to actually sort of put myself out there. And I was just afraid about what everyone else was going to think, because I was working full time at the time, how if it was going to jeopardise my career, and whether if I started putting myself out there, whether if I was going to be a failure. So it was that mental block. And also on the money side of things, Penny, as you well know, I just want to give everything away for free. So
it's not a charity.
No, it's not a charity. So it did end up like that to begin with, and because I just want to help as many women as I can reach out to more and more people. So I've sort of moved that shift. I still do a lot of sort of charitable stuff, but I think I see a value, and people see value in what I'm offering in terms of qualified instruction and opportunity to join a really fun group. Yeah,
definitely. And so what do you think, so the 3 pillars of mentorship that I like to, the values of my company are mindset, making sure you've got your mindset in sync with where you want to go, sales actions, and then some automated systems. So thinking about those three pillars, what are the results that you had during our time together, or moving forward?
Well, I think sort of from one of my issues was sort of keeping in the shadows, and I think the automation with just keeping on social media going. We went through sort of a program to get MailChimp newsletters out regularly, so you're getting sort of updates to your core clients, keeping them nice and close, and then also marketing out to new potential customers. Mm-hmm. And yeah, so I guess the systems was a big thing for me, and just having that visibility out there, being physically seen down at the beach as well. As you can see, I've got a massive trailer that now sort of pokes out. You can see that it's been sign written. It's sort of a side business called SUP Experience, and I've been sponsored by Torpedo 7, which is quite a major outdoor sports recreational type of hardware and equipment throughout New Zealand. So it's been awesome to get that sponsorship. I never would have dreamed that I would be in that position today, and the potential there is enormous. So I'm really looking forward to working more closely with them and growing my business.
Yeah, and also you had some great media exposure as well. Pages of newspapers.
Oh yeah, yeah. So so I was in the local rag, which was the North Shore Times, which is quite good because it reaches my core client base, which is people that are going to consistently join my sessions rather than a one-off, because we've got that sort of nice group club feel. And yeah, so I had a couple of articles written about me, encouraging women to get out there in the local rag, which is the North Shore Times. Also been in the Channel magazine, and mostly that's opportunities. I guess are sort of coming up to do some TV stuff on the breakfast show. So we'll see how that pans out.
Amazing. Yeah, it's really, really good. And one of the other things that we kind of worked on was trying to get some of that consistent income coming in, because what happens a lot in sports, and I know when I had my own swim squad and athletes as well, is that they'll turn up once and then and they might buy a 10 concession card and then they won't come and use all 10 of them, but you still have to be there every time. So over winter we created the winter passport, which was trying to encourage people to get out over winter into different bays, but they brought it up front, so it didn't matter if they didn't turn up because they'd already paid for those sessions. So that made it a little bit more regular of knowing what you were going to get over winter, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, essentially so how my client base and my upselling and my value worked was, people started off with the intro session, which is $50 including equipment, where you get a lot of value out of having a one-on-one or a group session with me, including equipment. And then they would generally enjoy their experience and want to keep paddling and get a 5-session concession card, which was reduced. So the per session amount was a lot less. So, and I've got a certain amount of time to actually use that up. And then, as we went into winter, I did the winter passport, which Penny just explained. And they got an actual physical passport with their names and some photos in it. And they got to actually write in their paddleboarding journey over winter. And collect stars. So they got gold stars depending on what we did. So if we did a river paddle, you'd get a couple. If we did a distance paddle, you'd get 3. And at the end of it, we all added up our stars, and the person with the most stars won a paddleboard. So
amazing, right? So yeah.
And we've done something similar for, we've got a summer pass as well. So it was quite good to have those members get a seasonal amount, got the money up front. So a lot of them have been coming along, which is great to see them being consistent. and not having to worry about sort of paying for every single session, especially through Christmas. So it didn't matter if they weren't going to be around. So they're still consistently coming after the holidays, and I'm looking forward to doing a bit more touring as well.
Yep, amazing. All right. So what do you think like your biggest aha moment was, or lesson from us working together that you'd like to share with other women to inspire them?
Well, I think, you always talk about being, a lot of people are afraid to come across too salesy. And I guess my biggest barrier was to stop feeling like I had to give everything away for free, because I was appearing desperate in their eyes and wasn't charging. And every time I have a group session, at least one or two will go and get the 5-session concession card, and that's never really happened. And I've consistently had that happen the last 2 months in particular.
Perfect.
And
awesome.
Now that I'm full time at the beach, my new office.
It's a bit hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's got to do it though, right? Yep.
Yeah, someone's got to do it.
Yeah.
Even in the rain.
Okay, thank you very much for sharing that, and I'm sure you've inspired many other women as well to really go for their passion and leave their 9 to 5 and really, dive right in and get all those sponsorship opportunities and media and construct their business in a way that generates good, even cash flow, because I think that's really important. Yeah.
It is a scary thing to do, leaving your 9 to 5 business, but it's definitely worth the benefits and the positives that come out of it. Yes, you do need to work hard, but having a coach like Penny's been awesome, and I'd encourage a lot of you to get out there and give it a go.
Yeah, awesome. All right, well, thank you very much. Okay, bye.
All right, see ya, Penny. Bye.